Fare downward the way in polar western London, England were host Italy in a amiable how drew a mob of 82,000 at Wembley, but the play among Nigeria and Serbia was reduced core, hardly part fill the Beehive Arena in a mob of 5,100. But the fans in maintenance yet engendered a vivid ambience. It would be a hard play, the Nigerian party not just hadn't lose a play with recent June, it as well boasting a powerful feeling of crew ghost. The begin of a new epoch? For Serbia, although fans include grown-up disappointed in the crews fail to classify for any world tournaments with 2010. Yet, the Year Planet Cup skill symbolism the begin of a new era for Serb soccer, and for the at first period in a length period, moral condition amongst fans is top. Serb fans arriving at the arena majestically tiring Serbia's colors of scarlet, dark blue and whites. We've got the powerful crew and the powerful men, one Serb blower, Alex Sabaljic, boasted. Powerful the players may be, but with qualification, and in less than rather than 3 months leftward up the competition in Russia begins, Serbia's control is yet experimenting and creation not just his tactic, but himself as a crew. And time how may not completely be a bad item, as Nigerian trainer Gernot Rohr says, matches love these act as a lab for coaches to testing players and system front of the Planet Cup, but for Serbia, several of its latter changes include been surveyed by fans. Fair 3 weeks following effectively guideline the crew in skill Serbia's trainer, Slavoljub Muslin, was dismissed and replaced in ex-football player, Mladen Krstajic. Muslin was embattled for not injection crisp bloodstream in the crew, particularly the likes of gifted Lazio halfback Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, someone's rotated heads in dominating displays in Italy. Same changing of officer event law now is really odd, soccer associate mediator, Michael Di Stefano says. He one day treated in the Yugoslavia domestic soccer crew up the nationalities dissolving. Down there's a lot of policy. A lot of human beings say in Serbia how Muslin was fired since he didn't offer Milinkovic-Savic a opportunity to act on the crew. Not just has Serbia's trainer modified with qualification for the Planet Bowl, but while Krstajic took the reins, he shook things up though more than an undressed Branislav Ivanovic of his length-term rank of captain and announced how ex-Manchester Town protector Alexander Kolarov would get his location. Tell everything you wish on Ivanovic. Same's been a nice vocational, Di Stefano says. These changes very really TB event so shut to a Planet Bowl. In theoretical it should be a crew how qualifies for the Planet Cup should be the crew how carries via to the Planet Cup since they had a length way to go behind of. With later, Krstajic has led the crew in 2 friendlies as portion of the crew's Planet Cup hot up, but unsuccessful to safe a win versus Morocco on March 23 following experimenting in the crew's forming. It leftward fans sense worried on all the latter changes. It would be large to include several coherents. With hope the crew can sell and adjust to a new framework up June. Serb trainer traffic behind at critics on Tuesday, yet, Krstajic gave fans cause to confidence his control and to stay encouraging thanks to a 2-0 win versus Nigeria. Aleksandar Mitrovic, a fan favorite someone's play for the Serb domestic crew with 2014, scored both of goals. Mitrovic, Di Stefano says, is favorite amongst fans not just for his productivity, but since he was unborn in the nation, same's a real Serbian. Overjoyed by the gain, the mob invaded the tilt as quickly as the definitive whistling was blown up. Fans leaped above the impeding and ran on the box, on a mission statement to get selfies in the players. I was particularly lucky how Mitrovic scored 2 impressive goals, she told, wrapped up in Serbia's banner. Same's my favorite gamer. She told how improved had been done with their recent amiable versus Morocco. On their early matchstick they didn't clicking really so they tested a pair of various things and it treated lot superior this evening and allows expect how's the ghost they will conduct on for the Planet Bowl. Krstajic hit behind at critics for the following match click meeting, they showed lot of nature versus Nigeria and the screen done it precise the critics were hurried in their speech following the Morocco destruction. We controllable the play of the at first min and didn't offer them any opportunity of act, he said reporters. In spite the reality how these are amiable matches and the score is not the largest essential item, we go of a really particular nation, Serbia, wherever each matchstick is looked on as a definitive and as such it was really hard to justify the crew following the matchstick wherever we lose unjustly versus Morocco, yet, the folks showed nature and proven they are prepared to act for the domestic crew. We are driving striker, an essential job is front of us. Krstajic as well weighted in on Mitrovic and his winner goals. To me individually he's a large delight to include a gamer such as Mitrovic in our team and he's a delight to boat train him since same's a murderer up front line that proven present. Nigeria, yet, we're partly grateful for their at first losing in above 6 months. I'm smile since he's nice for us to miss a play, trainer Rohr told. If we won once again present my players and several human beings will trust how we will be the planet champions, so he's nice to miss a play. Stay in skipper Ojanai Ionatsi as well said reporters how the friendlies include been essential in house the crew. We've scientific a lot and down there's yet a lot for us to yet do. We're received nearer to precisely which we very wish to do and in period we'll be produced and aware how to person our opponents, in the Planet Bowl. How far can Serbia go? Time all Serb fans are encouraging, while requested how far they reliably believe the crew will go, largest say they are fair thankful the crew has eventually skilled one day once again. In June, the crew, that is now ranged 34th in the planet by FIFA, will competitive in the team stages versus Costa Rica, Switzerland and eventually Brazil, the hardest of the three. If you wish my fair view I don't believe we'll go distant, Trovic told. Yet take portion at the time is essential for us since we refuged undertaken portion in 8 year, so for us he's a benefit. Same Serb domestic crew is really unexpected and largest human beings are fair encouraging how we will undergo the team. How would be a big accomplishment for us. In procedure to preliminary out of the team stages Dusanovic says, Serbia is necessary to find out how to job along. We requirement to act as a crew and use a framework how planned or we will package up previous and chief household in else frustration. For Di Stefano, although, time he's too previous to speak, on document the Serb party is promise. Thou see on document and I wait the crew to be in the recent 16. If they weren't in the recent 16 the soccer gods include drunk all, since on document house wherever they should constitute. The crew how could include completed it all for currently, although, he fair hopes Krstajic reminds the crew of their story. Serbia was one day portion of Yugoslavia, that achieved the quarterfinals of the 1990 Planet Cup up loser to Argentina on penalties. At one spot, the crew was ranged 6th in the FIFA Planet rankings. As far as soccer goes, the big losing to Planet Soccer was the breakdown up of the ex-Yugoslavia, says Di Stefano. Setting such nations, Serbia, Croatia, Macedonia, Montenegro, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Slovenia and Kosovo, along as footballers, on document they could include won the Planet Cup and Europe Championships. Down there is so lot ability down there, Di Stefano says. I expect Mladen is capable to recall them of shall we say the story how they go of and perhaps how might construct several crew ghost.